And we're live. Good evening, Professor. Let me just pull up the prompt real quick. We need a 5-minute video diary describing our role and contributions to our group's project and documenting our experience putting together our group presentation. Okay, well, uh, I'd say, we got an early start on our project compared to the other groups, especially. When I first met with the other three, that 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 meeting is when we came up with the idea for the XFit shirt. And from there, it never really felt rushed for us. Even when we met up like an hour before class started today, and we're putting the finishing touches on everything, we didn't feel rushed at all. And I think that was due to us getting the idea so quickly, and also, if I'm being honest, having Maria, I think I gave her a 9, but I really should have given her a 10 for the group participation, because like she put in a lot of work on this thing. And oh, but for my role, okay. It was more, like I don't have a laptop, so Parker and Maria were working on their laptops every time we met up, and it was like I, I couldn't really be a part of that or edit the PowerPoint. But what I did do was make suggestions, you know, like let's take the product in this direction, or how would we feel about this, which everybody in the group did that. It wasn't like I was special about that, but it was. I felt that, because I didn't have a laptop and I couldn't contribute by like actively editing the PowerPoint, I had to do that, which I did. For my for my contributions that made it into the final product, I wrote and performed the radio advertisement, that little 30-second thing. I actually wrote two versions, and I felt like the first version was better, but it didn't use a real tactic, and so we went with the fear tactic, which is what was in my second version. And then oh, I also did the two slides on the PowerPoint that come right after the opening slide. So they are the who not who we are, but what XFit does. What is included in our product, our pricing, which I actually, this doesn't show on the PowerPoint, but I looked up how much does a wearable blood pressure monitor cost? How much does a wearable heart rate monitor cost? Those itty bitty GPS things, the itty bitty pedometers, a little uh, calorie tracker, and then it's like, then you got to figure out where on the shirt you're gonna place everything, how tight you can have the shirt, what the shirt's gonna be made out of, um, and so I came up with the pricing, and the not all the features, because we came up with the features as a group, but it was more of the well, like I said, the pricing, and then the competitors. So I looked up, well, I had to look up, and so I did look up all of our competitors, and what they were offering. Not only the smartwatches, because that's like, yeah, they're fitness trackers, just like our shirt is, but our shirt, we don't do the notifications with your phone. We don't sync with the phone, and so we really, you can't truly compare our product to the Fitbit or whatever the Apple Watch was, the Apple Watch with Nike Plus, I think. What we could say is that our shirt gives more accurate readings because it does, and 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 then I compared it to actual, like, and that's that third slide in the PowerPoint. Um, the the wearable shirts that are out on the market today, like that that Hexoskin Smart shirt, which is like $400, and it's just really expensive, and no normal person would ever want to pay $400 for a shirt. I don't think any normal person would want to pay $225 for a shirt. But anyway, as for my experience, putting together the group presentation, we met up how many times? The first time, the two times you gave us in class, and then there was one time outside of that we met up, and then there was another time. So we met in person 5 times, but it was we all have smartphones. We all kept in touch over the phone, and that really is putting the Convergent media device to good use. Is that, and that really shows how connected we are now. And I'm not trying to get brownie points or extra credit or anything. It's just a fact. But we did stay in touch constantly uh, with our phones. Um, Filming was nice and easy. We checked equipment out from the lab. Parker brought his stuff in, so it was good. Um, Parker and I really came up with the YouTube ad. Uh, yeah, so Parker and I came up with the YouTube ad, and I filmed it. Not all of it, because of course he filmed the stuff at his house, solo on his own. He wasn't about to like invite me over for that. Anyway, yeah. So it was. Uh, I did less of the putting together the PowerPoint and more like behind the scenes. I guess you could say stuff. Overall, it was a good experience. I would totally work with these 3 people again. Uh, it was just we got along really well. We didn't have any hitches at all. We finished it in time. We got everything done, and I feel like we actually have a product that we will be seeing within 3 years. Especially because no other product has a built-in blood pressure monitor, which I kind of understand that because they have to be so tight on the bicep, and you don't want to be wearing that the entire day, like constricting your bicep. But it's like you don't have to have it be that tight all the time. You can just take readings throughout the day, or when you're going to do physical activity, take a reading before, during, and after, and hey, there you go. Okay.